Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder, Pat Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacino. Little Nvidia update. So we're watching this 221 area, closing below it, now holding at the daily rotation zone. By the way, the reverse harmonics up are no longer valid with this down move. This is a critical juncture for me. Here's what I am keeping an eye on now. Right around this area, we have a minor significant level, about 223.50. So if we do rally, since we're at the bottom of the rotation zone, that is the critical area that I needed to get above to get bullish again. 223.50. Actually, let me make that level. Coordinates 223.50 exactly, since that's what I am watching. There we go. So even if we rally up this prior support level, we had this 221.31 area, so 221. Can even bump that up slightly just to be on the conservative side. So you can go to about 221.80, 221.30 to 220. I'd say 221.80. That's now resistance. So anywhere between this closing price and 221.80 is resistance. If you want something tighter, I'd make it about 221.20 to 221.80 is the resistance zone. Let's just check the other. See, we have this 4-hour rolling over. I didn't even look at this yet. 221.20 is the bottom. 221.80 is the top. See, you sometimes don't even need the indicators because the price action takes care of it, but it is a handy little visual reminder. So 221.20 to 221.80 is my resistance zone. So if we do rally, I'd watch there for a potential rollover. If it continues, it's technically still a wider resistance zone, but I'd need that close above 223.50 at least on a 4-hour basis, preferably a daily basis, before getting back to bullish mode. Why am I still a bit cautious here, even though we've pulled back to the bottom of the daily rotation zone? We are not oversold yet. And weekly, you can see here, we're still off the weekly rotation zone. And we have a weekly divergence. So weekly divergence running out of momentum on this last pot push up. This also really looks like a 5-wave advance. Wave 1, the 2 correction, wave 3, the 4 correction, and wave 5 push up. So I am definitely watching for the bigger pullback. Let's go back to the daily. So on a move below Friday's low, what was Friday's low? 218.30. Below there, here you can also, this is a great area to do this little, using that pausing bar. Below that low, you got minor levels, 247.10. Then next area I'm watching for support, 215.62 to about 216. That's my next support zone. You can see it right here. And then below that, the next major support, we still have a gap. And the interesting thing about this is we go into what we call a clear path move, with the eventual target being down around 195. Now, before I did that, the first intermediate target I'd use, you see we have this gap here between the 20th and the 23rd. That's my next target, 208. What's the exact close here? 208.16. And we have the 50-day exponential moving average. So there's a support cluster right there with the gap fill. That would be key on a pullback. Also, that would take you into the weekly rotation zone. You see this is prior resistance, now becoming potential support. Below 215.62, you might have some minor about 214, but that's not the key area I'd focus on, because if this starts getting downside momentum, this gap fill plus this area is going to be the key thing. If it goes below that, my next target would be about 201.75 to 200. And then below that, I'd be watching about that 195 level. 195 was this area at the end of the clear path move. Sorry to jump around a bit. And closing in at the bottom of the weekly rotation zone. So if we get a bigger sell-off, especially in the NASDAQ, and starts pulling some of these other techs down lower, that is my longer term target without reassessing how it sells off. Those are all the key levels. By the way, to the upside, if we do get above that, 220, let me zoom back in, 223.50, then 228.30 area, this prior area, is key resistance. And then above that, the levels stay the same, 213.43, and then for now, 235.78, then 241 to 242. By the way, if we do make lowers and then we start rallying lower lows, then you can do another reverse harmonics to fine tune those levels to the upside. But we'll probably do that before it gets up there. Just remember to do another request. That's what I have for you on Nvidia, and we'll talk to everyone later. Bye for now.